Hey, what's up? Here's a story from Breitbart, and it's kind of funny because the video that I was going to show you is now not available. We were going to watch the climate activists block DC roads, disrupt morning commute. Basically, they were twerking in front of cars, blocking people from trying to get to their jobs and make a living. This is how, I don't know, when I see activists dressing up and just doing silly crap, it it makes me feel like they're not genuine about the issue. Because if you're really worried about the climate, you're not going to be sitting there celebrating and dancing in the freaking street unless you're stupid. You would actually be worried. You would have facts and evidence with you on your signs to make a statement. But I don't see that. I just see people playing dress up and LARPing, or in the streets. Climate activist groups plans to shut down DC early Monday morning, aiming to take action all over the district to disrupt business as usual. That's what it always seems, is to disrupt. And the thing is, they're disrupting people when they should be, if they do believe this, they should be disrupting the government, not citizens. And see, that's why I think it's fake. Because if it was real, then you would actually see action. You would actually see progression, not just dancing like a fairy in the street. The protest follows a weekend of climate strikes across the country and coincides with the United Nations Climate Action Summit in New York. Of course it does. This is all organized. And I guarantee you can follow it all the way to the UN. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with protesting, but if you're gonna protest, like if I was gonna protest climate change, if I really believed it like they did, I would have a binder with me with all the facts and evidence supporting me. I would have signs with the facts and evidence that you can't dispute, that are facts. But I just see whiny people just playing dress up. According to the event's Facebook page, they will block key infrastructure to stop business as usual, bringing the whole city to a gridlock standstill. In other words, they're gonna hurt other families. I mean, some people actually need to work every day they're supposed to for that paycheck to meet the required bills and all the payments and stuff, because it's hard. I was born poor, am poor, probably die poor, but if I had to go to work and there were people doing that and I couldn't get those hours, I'd be pissed. Parents, workers, college students, and everyone who is concerned about the climate crisis will skip work and school and put off their responsibilities to take action on the climate crisis. Okay, so anybody that actually skipped work should be fired. Anybody that skipped school should be in detention. You don't skip work to LARP around the street and twerk in front of cars. Like, what the hell, man? Look at that, wearing bee outfits and shit. See? LARPing. Dress up. And it's funny, if you look at these pictures, they have all these signs and all this stuff, but they litter so much. They're so for climate change and cleaning the earth, but when they left these protests, they were like, there's litter everywhere. Like, this is a mass uprising that everyone with climate anxiety, oh my gosh, climate anxiety, has been waiting for. The event's Facebook page continues. This is an uprising for life itself, fighting back against the forces of destruction. This is your chance to take action to save the people, plants, and animals you love. Let's rise to the challenge and shut down DC. You idiot! Now, I have a video project that I'm working on about DuPont and Chemours. If anybody wants to protest about hurting the climate, you should protest those companies. They've killed millions of people in this country within the last 50 years, and we're all poisoned. And I'm going to do a video on that, how you have this chemical in your blood right now, and even after you die, it will stay there. Yeah, they don't even know what the hell they're protesting. If they really cared, they would be protesting these chemical corporations that has been poisoning the waters. And I get it, dude. I'm for saving the environment. I mean, every year I will go to a BLM land, the Bureau of Land Reclamation, um, and I will take trash bags and I'll go clean up, out in the desert. And I guarantee you, the people that actually care about the environment are hunters and fishermen, because we actually pay money to create wildlife management. We actually create them. We actually maintain them. Yeah, I don't see. Oh, what are they called? PETA? Is that what they're called? PETA? Man, that's been a long time since I've even thought about them. Yeah, they can't even stand on the same pedestal as hunters and fishermen. Anyways, I'm going off track here. Throughout the event, the protesters can be seen dancing in front of cars and throwing confetti in the air. When asked about the litter, one activist told Breitbart News that the confetti is biodegradable. At one point, the protesters walked to the nearby Wells Fargo building to protest against the bank's involvement in financing the Dakota Access Pipeline and the Keystone Pipeline. Dude, you should be protesting the banks for the Federal Reserve. I mean, these guys are criminals. And you're protesting a freaking pipeline? Come on, you don't even know what the hell's going on. Happening now, DC, DSA, and labor comrades demand climate action, taking the streets. Stop the war on Mother Earth. Look at that, they're all holding hands around a tree. It's kind of a cool painting, but windmills don't spill. No, windmills kill a lot of birds. Windmills actually waste more electricity. So, like I said, it's not that hard to research, guys. It's the internet. Come on. And yeah, you can't believe everything you read, but man, it's called research. I mean, we have so much information now flowing around us that it is not that hard to do investigative journalism. I'm not an investigative journalist, but I mean, it's not that hard to do it. I think what they do is they hear the hearsay from other people. They see shit on CNN when they're at the gym or the airport, and they see the headlines. And, the media loves to scare people with headlines. I don't know. Like I said, maybe I'm wrong. Give me proof. And why was this video taken down? Like, subscribe, share, comment. Alright, thanks, man. Or rather, I should say, thank you, guys.